Okay, we've got the mic, we've got the camera, and we got too loud sounds. Let's fix that. Okay, should be fine like this. There we go. Almost there. Okay, so hello everyone, this is Sado, and I'm about to show you at least 2 games, maybe 3 games in the final game of the winner bracket of Wonderland Tournament 2025. Gross versus Vovets. Let's take a quick look at the locations that they get. It's typical Klisic, I would say. Very typical. You have probably easy mode, I would say. Although the food is okay. The food is okay. It's not like it's probably a bit worse than the so-called Golden Cliff standard food, but it's all right. The storehouse placement is a bit weird, but it's slightly annoying at the beginning, but there's a lot of nice stuff around here, so for as good players as these two are, I think it's pretty fine. You have everything you need at the start except for not having this mountain here. But you can make some quick farm on the right, just like Gross did. Or you can go quickly to the middle, just like Vovets did. That's interesting approach. I like Gross's approach more, I gotta say, but it's quite early to be moaning at how the players are playing. Hold on, I think I need a bit more volume here. Why doesn't it work? Does this work? 1, 2, okay. The mic works. But cam doesn't. That's weird. Okay, sorry, I'll do it like it was before, and I lost the sounds. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, it's still working. Okay. Okay, I think it's gonna be fine now. Okay, let me take a look at the chat now. Yep, thank you. Thank you, class. I think I should just steal the nice idea that Vovets had on his streams and just show the score on screen. If I forget to update it, please let me know. It's the first game of this 2 or 3 game final. Oh, indeed. There's 9 iron bars in the storehouses. Regarding the chances here between Gross and Vovets, hi Chrome. I'm pretty sure it's quite obvious who's the favorite, who's the pretender to win this game because it's gross. There can be no other option. Although Vovets is really good this year. I didn't see him yet live in this tournament. Uh, might have seen his streams, but not himself playing. Uh, Let me actually show you why we're still waiting for some action to happen. Vovets beat Gross a week ago in 1v1. That's interesting. I mean, I kind of smell a surprise might be coming because Vovets got so much better these days, I heard, that it might be interesting. But the problem is, just look at this. So this is the way the standings look like right now, and let's find Gross here. Where is Gross? Ah, okay. So he started here 2-0. Then he went to play against Mitrelas 2-0. Then against Trash 2-0. Then against Orda 2-0. But on the other hand, Vovets almost had the same thing actually, and he had some nice opponents. For example, oh come on, Van Bolt and David. Maybe Boldy was a bit like he had a break. Okay, so I think he played right after a long break or from playing remake. But David is like a really good player, and maybe it's like David is a really good spammer for sure. Regarding fighting skills, it depends, you know. But definitely better on the echo side of things. If Vovets can easily win 2-0 against him, then I think it means he's serious about this tournament. Also, Asu and Golem are one of the better Russian players, I think. I would still say the best that he won against was David. Although Golem also is pretty good these days, I think. I didn't see him much these days, but still. So this is the final of the winner bracket, and whoever wins here will play against the second part here. So let's take a very quick look. It will be against either Voy or Golem or Ritter. So we'll see, and then whoever wins the last game wins the tournament. So this is like a bigger semi-final, we can say. All right. Yeah, definitely easy mode. This first game, as I mentioned before, I think these logs are like really quite easy. You have everything near the storehouse. It's a bit annoying to build around the mountain, of course, but on this level, I don't think this is a problem for these players. Of course, you might have a little more problems. Oh, actually not. Come on. You have like first mountains here, the second mountains here. This is like really close. Gross might go for the left one actually, because it's a bit easier for him. But then I don't know. This base looks kinda weird right now, because it's really long, and what Vovets did allowed him to keep it at least somewhat in one spot, like all the main roads. But we'll see what happens later. I don't think we can see any meaningful stats at this point of time. Gross is definitely getting more tree trunks, but on this map the tree trunks graph for the entire game doesn't mean anything, to be honest. Please not be me. Because this map has so many trees, so many forests, you can just like if you just finishing cutting all the trees and you're afraid you'll have a problem, you can just go for the next forest. On normal maps you would usually have something like this, and that's it on your location, and you would have to make do with such like 3 forests and plant some new trees early on. So naturally you would usually plant only and um, and just play it, it works. But here it's like uh, you have so many trees that you don't have to cut that much. Of course, there are different problems with these locations because on Klesic on this map, wood is the only thing you always have, and you always don't have something else. Although this time I would say that, like I said before, very easy locks. There's literally no problems. I'm more looking forward for the second game because I think this one will be decided by spam, which probably means Gross might win, or rather, it might be easier for Gross because it's really hard to point at anyone else in this community who can spam as well as Gross can. Maybe W33 is probably the only person, but I didn't see him playing in the last half a year, I think. So Gross might be the number one from the active ones, unless Ritter will want to say something. We'll see if we will be able to watch a fight between these two players, which would be funny because Ritter and Gross are always together in 2v2 tournaments. So and they almost always win those, so it would be funny if they meet each other in the final game, which is still possible provided that Ritter wins 2 games against Golem and Void, if I'm correct, as I showed a while ago. Okay, so we can see that I don't think so far there's a big difference between the bases. Let's check quickly the buildings, but okay, Gross has one more farm, and that's it. And has the gold smelter already. Wait a second. No, sorry, both of them do. I looked at the wrong row of the table. But like I said, I don't like the fact that Gross just ignored this mountain. I mean, he doesn't try to build around it, but on the other hand, I'm not sure if it's such a big deal. Oh, now he decided to make the road. So what's gonna be the plan? Knowing these two players, I would probably risk saying that they will go for normal bases, no town halls. Although Vovets has already 2 gold smelters. So in theory he could try. But I don't think so. He's focusing on on the regular base, core buildings for the regular base style. So we see some farms, some iron mines. He's most likely also going for a normal base. I wonder how the wood production is gonna work here. Yeah, just like I mentioned before, you have so many forests here that you can just cut some of them and keep building them. This is precisely the plan for this forest in Vovets base. You can see he plans to make more farms to the left. Yeah. First swine farm versus first. Oh, Vovets is faster with the farm? No, wait, there are 2 farms here. He's got already the swine farm. Yeah, Gross is slightly faster here. Yo. Nope, there's no channel points. I don't care much about Twitch or YouTube specific features because I stream to both anyway. Uh, I only care about Twitch when I want to rate Vovets after my stream is ending, for example. So that's the only time I touch Twitch. I'm trying to figure out if Vovets has some kind of upper hand against Gross somewhere, but it seems like Gross is slightly better so far. Okay, this farm was supposed to be earlier, but he was waiting to destroy this building, it seems. This one should also be made, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a bit late with these, although I think he's slightly faster with the iron production, not by far though. Oh yeah. Okay, so he's going for another quarry because he made only 4 here. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. Kind of look like Vovets' roadwork mod, but I don't understand why, to be honest. Now, right now, Gross almost has nice roads. Just needs this one piece of stone to be brought here. Most of the places in the base have like an alternate road. At this point of time, it's good enough. Might also want to make another stonemason, by the way. Yeah, like I mentioned, slightly earlier iron production. But I don't think it's a huge difference, to be honest. We can take a look at the stats actually and try to find something where, yeah, Vovets is slightly better in both O's. I was kind of expecting this because I think Gold was faster for Vovets, but I don't know if this is going to be to hurt Gross a lot. It's slightly worse, but this is not a huge difference. Yeah, this will be fine. The column graph is it's a huge difference here. So yeah, I'm not sure if it was worth it for Vovets, but we'll see. Maybe if he was going for more town hall oriented strategy, but here I don't know. Well, of course, it's sometimes hard to compare two players because there's more than one way to make a good base, I guess. Gross can always make like 2 more gold mines or something, and of course it could be a bit tricky because sorry, 1 more, I meant 1 more. Maybe it's not that close to the base, but it's like this is, he can still take this, I guess. Let's take a look at resources. Yeah, you can see the difference in iron production, for example. But still, I would say it's not a huge difference. Probably not worth it. I would much rather have what Gross has with farms. Yep. You can already see how his base would look like. He's gonna make all the code, like the code of the base on the right side, and the farms I'm gonna get on the left. probably like at least two more here, but he can just keep building towards the bottom if he really has to. Um, I think this kind of setup favors Gross a lot. As I said, he's the master of building huge bases, or bases in general. So this kind of setup, where it's super freaking easy to make more and more farms, this should work in his favor. Um, yeah. In the meantime, Vovets. I mean, I think he's a bit behind. Like he picked the things I wouldn't pick when fighting against Gross. Um, because I think it would pay off more to have better farms. But we'll see what's the plan here. This is an interesting choice. I would even say this is a daring choice. For seconds wondering if maybe he wants to make some kind of house rush build, but definitely not. Um, he has quite good tree trunk graph. Yeah, I'm a bit perplexed by this barracks location. I don't really understand the idea here. Um, what's more, I don't like the road here because right now he could make some shortcuts, even make a double road, I don't know, anything. But he doesn't really care about this traffic jam, and you can see in general that this area of his base isn't working optimally. Yeah. Yeah, and this is ridiculous. It's like Gross still has better production despite having slightly later iron. But of course, it will turn around in a while. But still, it's like just a difference of a few swordmen, to maybe like three or whatever. It's like it doesn't mean anything, you know. And I think that Shutran graph will soon turn around. Yeah, it might look to you like Vovets, like Vovets isn't having his best time when you compare to Gross, but such a comparison is kind of useless because both players are playing very well, but Gross is just like probably MVP in this game right now when it comes to making the bases. So if you put anyone against him, it will always look like Gross is better. At least almost always. but the difference, I would say, it's not huge. You can see he's got the weapon smithy, while Gross didn't make one yet. I'm not sure if this actually matters, but he does. Gross has already the third swine farm too, and already has a few more woodcutters. Yeah, you can see the gap is narrowing here. Although I think there might be a good trend here for Vovets, but we still need some time to be sure. I think, yeah, the difference is definitely getting smaller, so we'll see what happens in a few minutes. Yeah, but there's like there's a difference here, but there's like no difference here. There is a difference here too. Interesting. Yeah, but smaller. What is this called? Yeah. Yeah, the column difference. It's like it's probably going to be so important here. It's like Gross can basically have a free stables building and still have more for his picks than Vovets does. He's not going that way yet, but he's playing it super safe with the corn. Yeah. So far, it looks like he will massively outspam Vovets. But let's wait and see what happens. It's kind of funny because Vovets actually has only one less farm, but oh yeah, this one wasn't working because it's getting built. It's gonna be 8 here right now, while you have like 6, and he's not adding. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 9, 10. Yeah, you can see Gross is going for a big base. Just as usual. But these ones will work right away. Yeah, I think Vovets will have similar amount of farms by the time peacetime comes, but less produced corn for sure. There's no traffic jams near Gross's storehouse. So somehow he doesn't need any further roads here, for example. Oh yeah, but Gross has like no swords when Vovets has similar amount of armors and shields to him and the swords. So this is a bit interesting, actually. How does the skin graph look like? I expect. Oh yeah, that's a huge difference. At the moment, this is like 30 versus 20 bows. There's still 20 minutes though. I'm wondering. Oh yeah, exactly. I was wondering when we will see the first stables in this game, and I've got the answer right now. So, um, for some reason, okay, he's planning to make stables too, but not making them yet. Um, but they got right now they've got quite similar amount of stuff. There are some subtle differences, yeah, but the biggest difference is how Gross had much more corn in this game versus Vovets being slightly better with iron production. Is there a difference here? No, it's like the same. So Vovets is unable to use his advantage in the gold production, an advantage that has dissipated by now, I think. They've got a similar amount here, so I'm guessing. Yeah, there's no difference. I gotta say, I expected a big difference somewhere here, but I'm guessing Gross will be much better once they start doing the leather jackets. Gross will be slightly better with the stables, but it's difference of one, maybe two horses, so it's negligible. All in all, I think Vovets will easily be able to make like 10 extra pikes or something, if he does that kind of stuff. But I think no matter the results, because as I mentioned before, we all probably expect Gross is the most powerful player from this pair. No matter what the result, I think this game shows that Vovets can indeed build a pretty good base. I'm wondering what kind of numbers will he get from this. By the way, I need to fix my settings because I can see that I don't have the clock on the screen. This. The reload settings. So we can see the time. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Yeah, so somehow I have a feeling that Gross will have a similar amount of stuff to Vovets somehow, regarding the iron production at least. And I'm a bit surprised because Vovets had a clear advantage here, and he kind of failed to capitalize on that. Or maybe, I mean, he still got the advantage, but Gross has more of these. So it's like same thing, I'd say, when you sum it up. So something stopped working well here in Vovet space, I think. What kind of surface? The food. Um, well, Vovets is completely empty. He's got like 2 buildings here. Let's look at the buildings. 1 plus 1. Doesn't look like they... I mean, they should have the same problem from what I see. They don't do the... They didn't try to go for fish. Yeah. Although Gross, obviously, with his superior corn amount, he doesn't have a problem. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, this is a huge disadvantage against Gross. Well, that's a bummer, because this might mean Vovets will not have enough to put up a real fight here, but we'll see. Right now, I think. Yeah, it's like he called up to Gross with most of the buildings, I guess, but the advantage that Gross worked on in the first like 30 minutes of the game will be very important here. In Vovets' case, not having enough farms at some point of time will cascade into a few problems. Having slightly less army and having no food right now. I mean, it's not like he doesn't have food, because he's got this mill and butcher, and they are somewhat working, but it's a worse situation than what Gross has for sure. Although Gross is making one silly mistake, which is not making a second butcher. Oh, there we go. He's trying right now. So we've got 8 minutes to the peacetime, and so far it looks... Well, it might look similar, but I've got a feeling that in a couple minutes Gross will skyrocket with his amount of well, at least the amount of leather armors, but I'm not sure how about his wooden weapons amount. Let's see the amount of buildings. Yeah, 1 more building. Yeah, should give him the momentum, I guess. We've got 3 here too. Oh, this is interesting. So Vovets took over Gross. He's got like 1 more swine farm. I'm not sure if this is going to matter soon. But let's take a look at a few graphs. So yeah, warfare much better for Gross, food much better. Yeah, no surprises here, tree trunks as well. Which is slightly surprising. It looked quite well for Vovets at some time. Iron and gold better for Vovets, but it's like doesn't matter. Corn, yeah, this is bad. But then I'm wondering what will happen here. Houses. Yeah, wow. There's like 25 versus 32, 3. Yeah. This is like 14 balls of difference, something like this. Well, if Vovets could keep his advantage regarding the amount of iron, it could be fine. But somehow I think he will not be able to. He's got 5 minutes to make 10 swords, and this is completely doable. Uh, unless he has only one building. Does he? How many did he have here? He's got two. Yeah, so he can do this. Mm. But I gotta say, this is not a huge difference yet. I have a feeling it might become a bigger difference in a while, but it's really quite close. Only two horses of a difference. It's not like both players have many horses anyway, but at least it feels like Vovets is just slightly behind Gross, in which case it's actually good. It's actually very good for Vovets. I think on a location like this, where it's super good location for big bases, for something that Gross is very well known to do very good in a very good way. Uh, I think such a small advantage for the Gross is something that it's like the best Vovets can hope for, and this is definitely quite close enough to be able to find his advantage through fighting. You can see only 5, 6 lacking swords here, but Vovets is also going forward a bit. I still think Gross will have slightly more swords and slightly more leather, we can already see, but the difference is not that huge yet. That's weird, to be honest. Like, just look at this. Yeah, but Leatherjack, what the hell is this? Looks to me like Gross doesn't have a second tannery. Am I right? Oh, is Vovets trading anything? Okay, he was trading a few bows, and he still got quite a lot. That's nice. If he did trade, because I didn't notice. And they've got both. What's the problem with tannery here? The second one is here. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. If there's a problem, I don't get it why. But we've got only 1 minute left, so one last look at the warfare stats. So we've got Gross and Vovets having 40 bowmen, but Gross has like 5 more leather troops. It's a negligible difference. And a very similar amount of iron weapons, but slightly better for Gross again. And 2 versus 4 horses. Yeah, this is. I gotta say, I I know Vovets improved a lot, but being almost on par with Gross, even on such a ridiculous map as Klisic, but on a location which is quite good for big bases, so theoretically favors Gross. I think it's a great achievement. He might still lose, but I wouldn't say he has anything to be ashamed of. So let's finish with a last look at his base. And they don't plan to make a break, but I do, so be right back. I'm back. Okay, so we've got some shootout. I think they're about to catch soon. Oh, gross. Sorry, Vovets. Was that even intentional? That's weird. Okay, he's gonna catch this and I don't know what he's trying. Okay, this one. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting catch. It might work, but Gross has so many redundancies that he there's like, yeah, there's no way Gross can lose this. That was quick. Wow, that was brutal. I'm I'm really surprised Gross. Sorry, Vovets just lost like this. I think it was an obvious mistake here. He didn't really intend to catch this. I was caught a bit off guard. Yeah, this is GG. There's like no way he can do anything. He could try. Like, I don't know if it would be even a better idea to like leave half of the swords behind and wait for Gross to come like right now and try to kill him with the towers and shield. But yeah, that was a quite disappointing first game, I gotta admit. Um, 0-1. We'll have a few minutes break, it seems. Not really. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, we analyzed the stats during the game. There's nothing more to be said. There's just like more soldiers. Looks like about like 20 more or so. Yeah. Gross just had. I think he just had more. Oh wait a second. What did he have more like? The X Fighters did the difference because Bowman amount was pretty similar, but right near the peacetime, I think he started. Yeah, we can actually check these graphs. Yeah, so he just waited for the moment to have like 15 extra leather troops, and then he attacked. Oh, sorry. Maybe he attacked slightly before that, but by the time he was attacking the barracks, he had the massive advantage. Am I right? Wait a second. No, wait. He had a few already here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Right. We wait for the second lobby then, which will probably take a few minutes. Okay. Who do you think will win the second one? I think there's only one answer, but I've seen stuff in cam which was more weird than what could happen when Vovets would win the second one. So I wouldn't cross out his chances yet, but it's definitely gotten tougher. But on this Klisic map, there's usually a bigger chance to get a really strange locks. So the fact that the first game was so good for a good base builder like Gross, regarding the location being randomized just for big bases. I think this might not happen twice or thrice. So that's where I would look for the chances for Vovets. I'm not sure if he would have an advantage on a less normal location, but I've got a feeling it might help him. For example, I might not be seen as a really good player, but I'm much better, uh, or rather, it's much easier for me than for others to play these Klisic locks usually when they are like super weird. So against a better player, I can have a similar or better result on such location, and I wonder if Vovets might have a chance to have something similar against Gross here. Because during all these years when I was like the number one bad player of the community, I always knew that if the map is challenging, then it might hurt the better players more than me, unless I really screw up like entirely. So this might be interesting. Okay, let's see what happens. The second game starting right now, and we'll see what kind of locations we get. I'm really hoping for something super weird, and it's not weird at all. It's quite regular, I'd say. Town Hall would be cool for these logs. I think the last game with Voy and Miteras had this setup, if I remember correctly. I think I've seen it recently, at least, yeah. So we've got super easy gold here and fairly not annoying iron. We have like two choices. Storehouse is in a good position, so we can spam farms easily. Yeah, this is also good for Gross. So I kind of think I know what might happen. But the interesting thing is, Vovets is rushing for farm. This is an excellent choice. Yeah, I really like this way of thinking, and this might give him the advantage he needs. Last time he saw what happens when you try to play against Gross and you're not able to make as much con as he does. Yep. What's interesting though is the amount of food. Okay, at least the food is like total crap. I like this. Okay. But yeah, it's like, apart from that, the base is mostly brainless to build if you go for Town Hall. It's like just, I don't know, make the Town Hall buildings here at the bottom, for example. Yep, exactly. The food is fine. Above, yeah, Thunder, yeah. Definitely fine. Yeah, but with this space here, it's like, it's not even challenging for a bad player, let alone for Vovets and Gross. It's like you just make the farms here and make the make the swine farms without much problems. You don't even need a mill, I think. You might want to take this though. Some wine you can take for the free. Where the hell are the fish though? I don't see any. Yep, no fish. Looks like free to me, but I can't check right now. One here for sure. One here. Oh wait, two. I think two. We'll be able to check in a while, but this definitely looks like, yeah, should be free. Yeah, actually you might be right, because in normal circumstances I would say free branch is a waste of time, but given that the iron is slightly far away here, you could like super focus on the ladder and do like free gold mines fast, and then only then go for one of the iron spots, whichever you prefer. I'd probably go for the, I don't know, if you take the top one, then the base will look a bit better. It will be more compact, but yeah, maybe. In the meantime, Gross is, I don't know, it kinda seems slow, but I don't know. He's okay, he's gonna rush iron. You can see already his line of thinking. It might work well, as I think he's gonna make the farms somewhere along the way, like here or here. Yeah, I'm really hoping for the Vovets to try the free branch thing, although this is like, I don't think he's gonna do that, to be honest. I think looking at the way he's building right now, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna go for this iron to the bottom. And maybe try for an iron only or iron mostly stat even. You know, actually, I would maybe think about iron plus gold here, and just skip the farms. It is tricky. Or maybe just make like 4 farms and make a stable, make stables. Because you can't really count on having too much iron in such a setup, but you can catch up later because you have like 4 mountains. Yeah, but I think even if it looks weird right now, I think Gross's building style will fit better here. I like the way he just like makes these 2 along the way, takes like 3 stone mountains at the same time. This is great. It's going to do wonders for his stone distribution, especially in beta. And he's already like almost here. This is pretty good. And his base is going to be like much more compact than anything Vovets could do when he's going to the bottom, unless he ignores the bottom maybe and goes here, but he's already much slower with the iron, possibly. How about the wood? Theoretically, they're quite even. How many forests do we have? We have got only 3 forests. This is more okay. This setup is more similar to normal locations where you have like 3 forests and that's it. So they will need some kind of. You've got this one, but it's slightly far away. I don't know. Oh yeah. By the way, what do you guys think about Voy winning against Olda in the last tournament game? I was quite surprised. I mean, Voy is quite good. He did improve a lot recently, and it was 2-1. It wasn't 2-0, so it was kind of close. But I still I thought that Olda is like. I'm not sure if top 3 spammed right now, but might be close to top 5. I don't know. From active players at least, like, because we've got like when we're talking about who can win 1v1 tournament, we've got, I don't know, Gross, Ritter, and who else? No, I thought about Orda as well, but turns out he didn't win his last game. Okay, so Vovets is indeed trying to take this forest. Might be good for him. What kind of idea does Gross have? he's okay. So he's making the forest on the right, where he's got loads of space, and he can grab the iron at the same time. This is an interesting decision. And a very good one. I like where this is getting. You can clearly see his plan. So he's gonna make like, oh, this fan only. So he's gonna build the base like here. Like when the last time I didn't really understand how Gross will be better than Vovets when I saw them the way he was building. Right now I can see it clearly. His idea here is like the best one possible, I think, for this location. Really going to minimize the roads, the amount of walking that the serf's gonna make. Of course, needs a few shortcuts here and there, but everything will happen in time, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know. So yeah, Vovets' first farm is going to go off very soon, so he might need to think about the second one after the gold is ready, and about making the first cotton knitting building here. And Gross is also going for these forests, so yeah, Gross is going to have a massive amount of woodcutters very soon. It's also weird that Vovets only has 2 woodcutters. I don't like this at all. This is like I mean, yeah, okay, he's gonna have a few more soon, but it's like shooting yourself in your foot, especially playing against Gross. Horse has Super B woodcutters. On the other hand, he's gonna take this forest as well soon. I think what Vovets is doing will be like doable. It's not like oh wait, but he's only cutting here. This might be tricky actually. He's still got some time, but this is not a regular clissage log regarding the wood, so I'm slightly afraid for his wood production right now. Yeah, I think he's going to screw up completely. Just look at this. This one is cut already. This one is like brand new. Wait, what? And this one, it's not really cut. It's not really planting too much yet. In a few minutes, he's gonna have a shortage unless he takes this right away. Yeah, this is a good choice, a good decision. I'm wondering if this is going to be enough though. Looks like he's going to make another one here. What's his plan? He's going for a woodcutter, I think, but it's quite a weird setup, I'd say. Yeah, but it's interesting if this farm is going to really help him. I'm guessing, yeah, you can see Gross isn't even trying to make more farms at this moment. It would be a suicide. And Vovets is already cutting the corn. It's gonna be interesting. He definitely needs to fix his wood though. Might need some shortcuts here. I think he's gonna do them soon. Somehow I've got a feeling that while Gross's base looks more zen, I think Vovets might actually do something crazy today. But then, look at what's happening on the left side. Third gold mine from Gross, which might indicate that he might try for the town hall build. And given that he doesn't expand his farms, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a town hall build because of the farms. Mm, although he's aiming also for good forests, so that's probably gonna be a town hall build with a lot of trading. But I might still be wrong. Okay, he's going for a second farm actually, so maybe not. Hmm. Usually town hall, I mean free branch strat usually doesn't pay off versus normal build. Mm. See, I'm not sure what's happening here. Maybe he wants to have a lot of spam. Maybe he plans to have something like. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I don't get it. He's not going for the iron either, which is probably a good choice because it's a bit early given that he doesn't have other stuff in his base. But I'm just surprised because it looked like he's gonna take like one mountain, one iron mine spot because of this road being so far away here. But it's not the case. Okay. Yeah, I don't really get it. Maybe here, I don't know, but I don't think so. I think that there's gonna be just like sawmills and workshops in this area. Yeah, this is like a perfect spot for like free. Just need to even this out. Yeah. Maybe this. Yeah, might work. Maybe like okay, he tried to delete this, but it's not possible here. In the meantime, Vovets is having wood problems. Yeah, who'd have thought? But it's like he still didn't make this woodcutter, which is super bad. Like super bad. He's still producing wood at least. Not sure what's happening here. What does he want to achieve? Because I don't think he can fit a gold smelter. It's because of the bush, not because of the terrain. Yeah. Or wait a second. I didn't know that trick. Oh crap. But yeah, you might be right. But I don't know what he still intends to do because he already has what he wanted and then he makes this plan. Maybe he wants to ensure that this doesn't blow up like in the right side. Yeah, I didn't know that trick. Okay, but you know, looking at Vovets, I got a feeling that he did some weird choices, but produced enough advantage in the beginning with the farms that this might actually be good in the long run. But well, maybe not because now Gross has like. Oh wait, but he also has second farm. Yeah, I think there was like a big difference here. Yeah. Is it a big difference though? I don't know. His zombies are like working still, so. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't know that either. Of course, as probably everyone by now, I know this trick. You make the wine. Uh, you make the vineyard, wine field. Okay, whatever, and then you cover it with road later on, and the tree disappears. But I didn't know there's a trick to get rid of bushes as well. Maybe not all bushes. Maybe just that particular kind of bush, whatever. Yeah. Um, yeah, but I think Vovets is going to be fine if he makes like a third sawmill right now. That would be useful. Gross is doing one, I think. Yep. Yeah, just look at Gross's roads here. It's like roads and buildings. He's got everything in one spot. And by the way, indeed, a town hall appeared here. And but to be honest, I have no idea what he's trying to do. I'm even thinking maybe he's going for a full town hall build with only trading and horses perhaps, or something like this. It's like, I don't know, guys, what do you think? Yeah, exactly. It's like, but come on, stone problems. He can just make like one more stone mason and it should be fine. It's easy to fix, but it's weird he didn't notice. But what's weird for me as well here is like looking at this base of Gross. I think he has no idea what to do. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he has an idea what to do, but it looks like he doesn't. If you get what I mean, because okay, he made the town hall, but this is like 30 minutes into the game. He neither has nice farms, nor he did even start the iron production. Harry, I need a professional opinion from you. What do you think about this? Because for me it looks like a screw up so far from Gross. This is like super slow for me. And that is something I did not have on my bingo for this game. Alright. Because it's okay, because it's far, so it will be like fine. Yeah, but what I'm surprised with is that his farms are not like great. But on the other hand, it's like barbs can buy you some time before going for the iron. I did that strategy many times, so I think I know what you mean. Uh, but nevertheless, I just thought he's gonna go a bit earlier for something, anything. Okay, yeah. So instead of going for like two things hard and one thing much later, you think it's possible to do like three things somewhat at once, like not a lot of leather, not a lot of barbs, not a lot of iron, but together they are fine. Yeah, but I don't get it. I think I don't know. They both have problems, yeah. Yeah, I know, but from my experience with free branch, it's like at some point of time I figured out that I'd rather just choose one of the branches to be like much worse than the two others and focus on the two and then make the third one. Uh, yeah, but yeah, okay. This kind of number, yeah. I mean, maybe it's just for me like super hard to focus on three things at once, and then you make like neither with good timings. But if you, I usually would do something like good amount of barbs and bows and like 20, 30 crossbows to that. This is my go-to strategy for the free branch. Yeah, yeah, definitely. The first step of any town hall strategy is to make free gold smelters and maybe consider some trading, but not in not in the case of free branch. Maybe yeah, maybe in case of regular town hall and iron. Yeah, but yeah, you definitely have to start with gold because gold. It's like a passive income. What I mean is like you have to do it early enough because you have to mass it for peacetime, and after peacetime it doesn't work anyway. So it doesn't make sense to make it like 20 minutes before peacetime, for example, or whatever, because you will not, you won't just have enough time to gather it, and by the time you on peacetime you need to make recruits for free branch because you have leather and iron as well. So yeah, the gold always has to be running first. I'm just a bit surprised that it took so much time, I guess. But yeah, you can see that Gross is gonna have like 6 farms pretty soon, at least 5, okay? And he's going for iron, yeah. So he did something like first go for gold and then care about uh, the other 2 branches, okay? I mean, of course you can do that, assuming you know enough about scripting to decipher uh, what kind of stuff is in the map script. But I see what you mean. Not sure if Little would want something like that because it's against the very idea of this map. This map is supposed to be like you cannot train for any circumstances because you have different circumstances every time. There's so many combinations that pre-building doesn't make sense, you know. Anyway, road next to inn. Ah, because it works. See, it's like the shortcuts which are diagonal work as long as there's nothing blocking them. Because if you made a shortcut from here to there, I think. Oh wait, no, the flower will not block it. But if you make a shortcut like from here to there, the stamp will block it diagonally. But you need to pay attention for one thing. All buildings need to have a normal road up to the entrance. This can only be used when the normal road to the entrance exists. So if you try to make a building with only diagonal roads to it, it will not be even built. It's something that correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It's something that used to be like this in the original cam as well, and this bug or feature was just moved along to the remake. Or maybe it was something in the remake and it was never fixed because people found it useful. I'm not sure, but I think the first version is correct. But yeah, basically just for shortcuts, it's like fine. Doesn't look nice, I guess, but yeah. Right, so right now both guys have the same amount of farms. I think it's a good time to check the production graphs. Wait, what? I don't get it. Is there like one night per? Oh, that's a weird bug. See, I don't see why this is. I know. Okay, so there was probably like one night at the start due to the script. Okay, I see. So, yeah, so Gross has better production overall. Okay, so Iron better for Vovets again. Gold much better for Gross, obviously, because he's going for Town Hall build. Yeah, the cone graph. See, this is weird. Um, it's like a difference of 10 cone pieces. It's not a huge difference, and it could be a bigger difference. Maybe, or maybe not. But I think, I've got a feeling Gross will just take over soon. He's that good. Yeah, it's like you can't. I mean, it's not logical to wonder why people are doing something that works and makes something easier for the base to work when you're talking about competitive game, right? You see what I mean? See my point? I mean, that's why they do it because it's not important how it looks as long as the as you save like some stone due to that. And why was it done like this in the game? I have no idea, but I think the players just liked it, so it stays. I don't know. But yeah, okay. It's to save stone and time to make the road, because it's one builder who can do something else during that time, right? So the butterfly effect will happen if you like put him to the road extra nice instead of doing something else many times in the base, then you will have slightly worse base that way, right? Yeah, so somehow again Gross is probably better, it looks like so far. uh, I think I have a problem to understand his way of building, and that's my issue. I usually I can somehow predict mostly if someone will be better or worse against each other, but here I don't even understand why Gross is getting advantage where the Vovets uh, had one before. Like, I don't get the situation with the farms, for example. It's even like Vovets has one more farm and it's still like not enough, I guess, to make a meaningful difference so far. Well, okay, there's slightly bigger difference now, maybe. But he should. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, I said that myself actually. And in the earlier minutes, yeah. And it's funny, Gross doesn't even try to go for the extra iron, which might be a good thing actually here, due to the yeah, yeah. This base just looks like you could make a Knights and Merchants how to build tutorial looking at this base. It's like everything is in the right place, more or less. Oh, less serfs for Vovets. This might actually also be pretty bad. Look at this traffic jam here. These roads are like bad. Definitely needs a fix here. He's trying here. Yeah, it's like okay. Now I get it because what Gross always takes care about is making the roads between the buildings. This is something I started doing some time ago as well, when I'm trying to have less problems in base, and it really helps a lot. See, Vovets has a big problem with this right now. He didn't make the roads between these buildings, and you can do this gradually, like when making more and more buildings. Actually, I have one thing I'm doing, probably pro players do this, I guess. I make first the roads often. I wait for most of the roads or some of the roads to be finished, so there's some gaps so chefs can keep walking between the buildings, and then I make the building. Because if you make oh, see here, can you see this? This guy will not get stone until one of these guys gets, and if this guy gets first, then the serf will go around like this, and in this case this guy will go around again in a while, or even wait for this. Oh, see? This is a perfect example. This shows why it's probably better to just make the road first and prepare it in advance and then make the building. Yeah, I was lucky because I didn't even have to say anything. You could see it all here. Yeah. Oh crap. I think I'm lagging out once in a while, but thankfully it's not that bad. Yeah, and I think this might be something Vovets doesn't realize yet, and might be the missing puzzle in this base at the moment. Let's change the graph. So, yeah, Gross is going for the very late third iron mine and for a pike build. This is a good decision. Really? Like when he tried to walk around from both sides and he was unable to deliver the stone? That's... I didn't know that. But yeah, this is the kind of annoying behavior that has to be fixed in the remake, because there was like... it's obvious it made no sense. It shouldn't work like this, because that way if you're like unlucky when your serfs are busy or whatever, you can lose more than one stone even. And that's super weird, but well, it's like the game was old. They didn't fix all the edge cases in the original game, but we have the luxury of having a remake, so all of it can be fixed. Yeah, right now I have a feeling Gross will be better. It's always safe to say that when he's playing against anyone else, but yeah, you can see like... Let's take another look at the cone graph. Yeah, Gross is slightly behind, but he's keeping the same distance. Tree trunk graph is also interesting because you can see a massive advantage, and it's funny because I wonder if he's... Yeah, he's gonna trade. Okay, what kind of trade he has in mind? Because he's got a ladder base, so he has to make some... Where's the barracks? Some bows. Because the building being dark becomes an obstacle that wasn't there when he started delivering. Ah, yeah. I see the logic behind it. Well, yeah, that's a common thing in programming. You have to think about edge cases a lot. So it's... I could see this when we were developing the remake for the last couple of years. I was trying to help in the last 2 years, I think, and like some small feature was added, but it blew up somewhere else in the game. Like something small stopped working, and all of it could be avoided if somebody just took like 15 more minutes to test a bit more, instead of just adding the feature. Nowadays I try to check stuff like this more thoroughly, even if I can't always do something in code. So Ray or Chrome, for example, have to do this. At least I can check it. There was also a lot of features added in the last 9 years to the beta, so fixing all the bugs that were found out later was a bit hard, and also there was not much testing done for many years, so when the multiplayer guys initially started trying to play this game, there were many bugs, so it was a bit tough, but yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the bases here. I gotta say, so far it looks quite okay to Vovets, but he will have less, but he will have like better quality melee. We've got still 10 minutes, and how much will they have? Okay, so gross with gold. Let me see. He looks like he's gonna go up like 80 more. So yeah, I think Hades' estimate of 160 might be what he will have, except for probably needing like 30 more recruits. Yeah, I think he's gonna go for 120 or something, maybe. Yeah, thanks, I guess, but I will just correct you. I didn't do the remake. I'm trying to help a bit right now, but Chrome is the one to do this with Lewin initially. But yeah, we indeed all love it. Yeah, Hadi. That's why I corrected myself a bit later, because I was like counting the amount of gold uh, he will produce overall, but then you have to subtract the number of recruits at least. So I'm counting on 120 or something like that. He will probably not produce any more gold until he stops producing recruits. Oh, he's still producing actually. It's not bad. Does he trade anything? Yeah. Okay, he's boosting with the fourth gold smelter actually, so he might be slightly better. I think he just started. No, I don't know. Doesn't look like it's better than it was a few minutes ago, but yeah, this might help a bit. Vovets in the meantime. And yeah, there's so many nice little fixes in the remake. It's like the old game forced you to play like this, right? So being able to zoom out, being able to spectate the games, there's so many nice things here. Yeah, so we're 6 minutes from the peacetime. Okay, so Gross at the moment has like 100 gold in Town Hall, which translates to something like 12 barbs. Yeah, so 12 barbs and like 22 pikemen versus 22 swordmen, more or less, because he lacks a few swords. I think Gross will like the odds here, but on the other hand, Vovets has more leather. Okay, this might be somewhat even, but Vovets really has to do a nice job in the fight. Because playing against Babs is kinda tricky because they have really nice attack value, so thank you for your opinion, Thunder. I do not share it, but thank you for your opinion. Militia, oh yeah, indeed. I mean, yeah, militia might help a bit, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, but if you want to learn, there's no better players than this. well, at least Gross, but I also think Vovets is one of the better ones. Maybe not top three like Gross, but I can say top how many, but it's uh, it's nice two bases that Vovets did. It's probably easy to compare on another map because Klisic is a map which is a bit weird and uh, the differences between best players and slightly worse players might be smaller than on other maps, to be honest. Although these two games were played on mostly easy locations. Usually, I've seen weirder kinds of locations on this map. If Vovets wins and there's like third game after this one, then I'm hoping for something super weird. 2 minutes left. Whoa! Just look at the difference. Vovets is going to have like 20 more leather units. It seems. Not enough. Sadly, not enough wooden weapons for it. He'll still have mod, but it's like a shame he didn't make slightly better wooden weapons production because the amount of jackets is quite nice. What do you think, Harry? I think it's quite close. It's like it's not set in stone what will happen. Similar amount of bowmen, more troops from Gross. Yeah, yeah. And he's gonna have enough enough recruits from militia as well. That's weird. Okay, so yeah, that makes some sense. But the biggest problem I see here is the lack of recruits. He's not even gonna be able to make the X-Men because of that. Yeah, that's bad actually. Yeah, with the recruits it would be quite close, but okay, maybe not quite close, but close enough to make a difference. But with this amount of recruits, I don't like it. Okay, so let's see what happens. Yeah, this time Gross opted for Rashi barracks, while Vovets dug them in really well. I wonder if Vovets wants to just defend his base and that's it. Because if he catches Gross inside the base somehow, he might have a chance. But I don't think Gross is foolish enough to do stuff like this. He can just keep shooting his buildings, for example. interesting. There's a huge queue of recruits here, by the way. And Gross is already advancing. Yeah, this doesn't look good to Vovets. He's not gonna have enough time probably to... oh wait, okay, he will have enough time to get most of his troops out. But... yeah, looking at what's happening here, yeah. I would consider just going here and like camping with bowmen somewhere, maybe, I don't know, fighting between buildings. Making the shootout as long as possible, doing some weird stuff. You can definitely see the entire army, yeah. Okay. And that's what he's doing actually. Maybe... yeah, but like I said before a few times, Gross is like probably top 1 player, at least top 1 active player right now, so it's understandable, I guess. What's weird though, okay, so Vovets went back and now he's trying to go here. I don't think Gross is gonna go back. This is a mistake. He should go to the left. I don't understand this move at all. Unless he wants to go for a base trade or something. But I don't think he's got time for this. Yeah. He's just gonna walk in here. And that's it. And given how it's not that easy to move from right to left here. You know, if I was Gross, I would just walk in right now. Not giving time for the troops to arrive, but I don't know. But somehow Gross is like a bit slow. But I think it's like he's just going for the maximum damage tactic right now. Yeah, look at this. Okay, Vovets can divide troops at least. What he needs here is shooters. And this here, for example. Like, just don't care about his base. They can attack here, alright? But just destroy this. Like, this could be a nice trade. Probably not enough to win anyway, but... okay, but at least he called this. Did he divide the... oh no, at this code? But yeah, this looks kinda super bad, because he's doing to Vovets what Vovets should be doing to him. He should not fight here, for example, because he's just gonna get shot at. He really needs... oh! I was hoping to see this. Yeah, this might actually help. These two horses. Because this is like close to winning. Not close enough though. But yeah, this is very close to winning. If he only can save these bows, it would be nice. But the problem is he's not gonna kill enough bows to make it matter. But at least they can't shoot this. Yeah. Okay, that's funny. He got rid of that horse. I wouldn't do that. He will lose all of this. At this point, I would... okay, no, actually, this is... there's not much he can do. That's it, basically. He needs more troops and he doesn't have them. But it was... if he had some troops on this front, instead of being, like, grabbed up in this fight... yep. So Uh, the question remains open. Who will defeat Gross? And I'm pretty sure the answer is nobody. Uh, yep. Alright, that's it. Uh, quick look at stats. Yep. Yeah. Well, what everyone said will happen did happen. The end. Yeah, massive advantage. Right, so that's it. Yeah, exactly. I still wanted to show this game because I will be blunt. I like everyone else. I was sure Gross will win because it is Gross. It doesn't matter who he plays against. But I wanted to show this game because I knew Vovets has like he's in a really good shape these days, and I really wanted to see that and to show that. Uh, so yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah. Thanks for watching and see you next time.